Did you know that the United States of America is home to more than 585,000 IT businesses alone, with more than 90% of the population having access to the internet? There are several job opportunities in the technology sector, which accounts for 35% of the global market. Hello and welcome back to the Tech Edge. In today's video, we are going to look at which tech career is right for you. But before we go any further, make sure you hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Let's get started. So you're evaluating your alternatives while thinking about a career in technology. Should you pursue a career in data analysis or web development? A better fit could be UI or UX design. What about the dynamic industry of digital marketing? You're attempting to decide which job path is best for you despite the fact that they are all extremely fulfilling and in sectors that are immune to economic downturns. Throughout all those years of your formal schooling, you put in a lot of effort. And now you need a job that pays off all those years of staying up late. You've definitely come to the correct video. Take into account that this list's rankings were determined based on more than just average pay. They also took into account the income range and the availability of jobs for each and every position. Hence, bear it in mind. Full stack developer. Now, anyone could feel overwhelmed by full stack development. You must, after all, learn a lot more than the typical front-end or back-end developer. Additionally, to stay up with the evolving technological trends, you must continue studying throughout the course of your work. You must possess a particular set of abilities in order to become a full-stack developer, starting with the fundamentals of database technology, API development, and web development. In addition to this, you should have practical knowledge with technologies like MongoDB, Angular, React JavaScript, and Node JavaScript. Now, having so much knowledge has its advantages. To start, prestigious organizations are all seeking full-stack engineers who earn an average of $112,000 per year in the United States. DevOps engineer. The team is now introduced to various tools, technologies, processes, and practices used throughout the software development lifecycle by the DevOps engineer. I'm referring to the organization's coding, deployment, upkeep, and upgrading of the app. Now, you require a certain skill set to work as a DevOps engineer. Certainly one of them is knowing how to code and write. Apart from these, you also need to be familiar with technologies like Docker, Jenkins, Git, Kubernetes, and Puppet. Knowledge of operating systems like Linux and Unix is also essential. DevOps engineers are now in demand from prestigious businesses like SAP, McAfee, and Oracle, but in order to succeed in this field, you must have a very disciplined learning strategy. Additionally, it will provide you first-hand exposure with all the technologies and tools that will help you reach your objective of working for these ideal firms. Data scientist. Companies may now daily make wiser business decisions thanks to data scientists. Data scientists play a significant role in every firm since businesses rely on them and their knowledge to identify market trends and patterns and communicate important business information to their customers. Now you need a certain skill set to become a data scientist. Having a solid foundation in statistical analysis and mastery of computer languages like Python, R, and SQL. In addition, you should be familiar with database technology. Finally, you should have excellent business sense and data understanding. Now, firms like Mu, Sigma, Visa, Netflix, and Google pay data scientists an average income of $133,000 in the US. Market intelligence analyst. Businesses aim to stay up with the consumer market's constant growth and evolution by engaging with customers and doing market research to help them make wise business decisions. These analysts will now be useful in this situation. To put it simply, a market intelligence analyst essentially informs these companies of the things that consumers desire and the prices they are prepared to pay for them. Now, in a broader sense, these professionals analyze the market circumstances for a particular potential good or service, and for this, they require a very specific skill set, including search engine optimization, pay-per-click marketing, content marketing, email and mobile marketing, conversion, optimization, and web analytics. The average income is now $136,000 USD, and corporations like Etsy, eBay, Walmart, and Amazon are willing to pay that amount. Now, chances are you already possess a certain skill set for the position if you are diving further and exploring this job role for your career. IT Program Manager. It is now the responsibility of an IT program manager, a strategic project management expert, to supervise and coordinate all technical components of a project. Now they essentially start a project, monitor its development, and assist with troubleshooting. When it comes to a specific project of an organization, they often coordinate the work of the development team, stakeholders, and outside suppliers when problems emerge. While no company in the modern era can function without an IT program manager, there are a few that are hiring heavily for this position, including Google, Standard Chartered, Boeing, and Accenture for really high average salaries. They also pay extremely competitive wages for this position. Software architect. Now, a company's software architects plan, create, and put into practice software systems and solutions. They essentially decide which new techniques and technologies the development team will use to create effective software. You may now need to build software systems from scratch or integrate new technologies into processes that already exist, depending on where you work. In addition, you are required to periodically develop unique solutions for your clients, as well as close the communication gap between your dev team and management. It is recommended that you obtain certification in one of the programming languages, such as Java, PHP, C++, or SQL, in order to be hired for this position. Your job now basically entails converting software attributes like security, scalability, and manageability into an organized, streamlined solution that supports the technological, business, and organizational goals of your company. For this, you will be highly compensated with an average salary of $139,000 from high-paying companies like NVIDIA, Dell, Intel, Microsoft, and JP Morgan. Network security engineer. A network security engineer now guards your computer networks against threats and intrusions. Therefore, if you want to quarantine the viruses, malware, and spyware in your computer network during this quarantine season, you need to get in touch with these experts. In order to look for violations and policy breaches in your computer network, a network security engineer now often performs investigations into it. To secure sensitive data, they also carry out penetration tests, create security guidelines for corporations, encrypt data, and install firewalls. Now, in order to operate as a network security engineer, you must be knowledgeable on a variety of subjects, including operating systems and data and network security. In addition, you must be familiar with risk management strategies and possess practical testing and encryption tool knowledge. Currently, there are certain businesses that pay up to $143,000 on average in the US. These businesses are of the highest caliber, including FireEye, Acheron, IBM, and Cisco. Data engineer. Data engineers are now in charge of linking every component of an organization's data ecosystem. They are in charge of gathering, analyzing, auditing, and processing data from various applications, creating data pipelines, and upkeep database structures in various businesses. These data engineers now have a solid foundation in software engineering and programming, which enables them to provide businesses with the tools they need to succeed. They also need to have solid knowledge of operating systems like Linux or Unix, as well as large data processing frameworks, real-time processing frameworks, database structures, ETL. High wages such as $144,000 are paid by companies like McAfee, Walmart, and Ernst & Young. Cloud architect. Now, a cloud architect is tasked with taking all the specifications for a cloud-based project and transforming them into an architecture or design that will direct the finished result. A cloud architect must have a number of abilities, including knowledge of an OS like Unix or Linux, cloud security, cloud architectures, and vendors like AWS, GSP, and Azure, since they are frequently required to bridge the gaps between business concerns and cloud solutions. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and HTC are just a few of the companies that pay as much as $155,000 USD. Artificial intelligence and machine learning engineers. They now construct and test AI/ML models, of course. That's simple, but is it really? Today's AI can make decisions that are more precise, consistent, and based on more data than those made by humans. As a result, AI and ML engineers are in high demand because they are blazing the trail towards our future. But to become an AI/ML engineer, you need a certain set of skills. Learning fundamental math and statistics can be the first step, and then we can learn a programming language with a large library of statistical tools, like Python or R. Additionally, you must be familiar with the equipment and software used in machine learning, deep learning, and neural networks. Intelligent paymasters like Google, Uber, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pay AI and ML engineers an average compensation of $171,000 US. Now there are a few other job profiles that we just had to include before we concluded our list. I'm referring to data warehouse architects, enterprise architects, RPA solution experts, and blockchain engineers. Now these job descriptions also pay well and are in extremely high demand. Do you think you'll choose one of these careers? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Peace out.